It's time for Tech Time with Timmy.
Hello, welcome to Tech Time with Timmy. In this episode, Timmy's going to be talking about Google Home. Google Home is a really cool new device by Google, and it's a powerful speaker and it has microphones, so it works a bit like Siri or OK Google and that sort of thing. So, to turn it on, all you have to do is say OK Google, and it turns on. And you can also touch it if you don't want to say OK Google. You can just tap the top and it works just the same. You can also say Hey Google and it works just like that as well. So you can ask a question like, Hey Google, what's the weather?
Right now in Donvale, it's 29 degrees Celsius. It'll be partly cloudy there today with a forecasted high of 33 and a low of 14.
So that's really cool. And so you've got the white top here, and then you've got a fancy speaker. All this is speaker. And you can actually screw this base off and twist on a different one so that the colors sort of match your house. So you can get different bases from Google, and then it plugs in with the power here. There's no battery, so you have to have it plugged into power. And then you connect it to Wi-Fi and you sign in with your Google account so that you can ask questions like, what's on my calendar today? And it will give you a rundown of what's on your calendar for the day. So that's really cool. So you can just say anything like maybe, okay, Google, what's the weather tomorrow?
In Donvale tomorrow, it'll be partly cloudy with a high of 17 and a low of 9 degrees Celsius.
Which is really cool. So that's the sort of thing you can do. And then you can also say stuff like, hey Google, how far away is the moon?
The moon is 384,400 kilometers from Earth.
And it has a special contextual feature. So you could say, okay Google, how many people have been there?
12. According to Wikipedia, 12 of these astronauts walked on the moon's surface and 6 of those drove lunar roving vehicles on the moon. To read more, look for the link in your Google Home app.
So as you can see, Timmy didn't mention the moon that time, but it knew Timmy was still talking about the moon. So it's a really clever feature like that. You can also ask it, hey Google, how far to the nearest Costco?
You're 2.6 kilometers away from Costco Ringwood by car.
So you see, that's really cool. And you can also ask it to play music by saying, hey Google, play some music.
All right, here's some music on Google Play Music.
Which is really cool. So you can have music on Google Play Music, or you can have music on Spotify or Pandora and YouTube Music. So just stuff like that, you connect your account to it and then it can play the music online, which is really cool. Google Home will also connect to your Nest thermostat and Samsung SmartThings devices and Philips Hue light globes and IFTTT and Chromecast. So it's really cool and you can connect to all your smart home devices like that. So with Chromecast, you can ask it to cast something onto Chromecast from YouTube or Google Play Movies and TV. For example, hey Google, play Tech Time with Timmy on YouTube on Timmy's Chromecast.
Sure, playing Tech Time with Timmy from YouTube on Timmy's Chromecast.
So now on Timmy's Chromecast, Tech Time with Timmy is playing on YouTube. So that's really cool and it lets you watch a YouTube video really easily. So if you want to search for a YouTube video, you just say the search keyword that you would normally type in, and it plays the video that would normally pop up for that. And if you want to stop it, you just say, okay Google, stop. and so now it stops. So that's really cool. You can also ask it to pause and play, or if you say next, it goes to the next one down the line, which is really cool. And so you can also connect it to Google Keep and have it make a shopping list for you. So you can say, "Okay, Google, add bananas to my shopping list."
Okay, I've added bananas to your shopping list.
So that's really cool. And so you can also set an alarm. So you can say, "Hey Google, set an alarm for 7:30 tomorrow."
Done. Your alarm's set for tomorrow at 7:30 a.m.
Which is really cool. You can also say, "Hey Google, set a 5-second timer."
Okay, 5 seconds. Starting now.
And then it lights up like that and starts playing a sound. To make it stop, you can either tap it or say, "Okay Google, stop." So that's really cool. So it's a really cool device and it really helps you around the house. So it's a pretty good idea to get one if you like that sort of thing. Now in future videos, Timmy will be telling you more about Google Home, so maybe you should subscribe. But that'll be the end of this episode of Tech Time with Timmy.
Bye.